feel like I'm holding this.
Hold on, I don't know where we're at.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan.
Screaming.
Sorry. B-Boys, we'll get to you in 1 second.
Yeah, but we're going to get to the B-Boys.
Please
So
hold
Tom has a
B-Boys.
grievance. He has a grievance.
Okay, what happened? I was trying to figure out. I was like, what? Because Sam doesn't even know.
I told Sam. I did tell Sam. I told Sam. I was proud of it.
I almost got in a fight with some old man in the
Proud of
public
it.
parking
Wasn't
lot.
that old of a man. Let's say he wasn't an elderly man. It was like a middle-aged man. It's like a man my age.
Honestly, he's probably 3 years older than
Yeah.
Right.
But I look at myself I'm like one of the B-Boys here, but I'm like probably
I know.
I'm probably 15 years older than these guys.
My God, yeah, they know. They see
But
your
in my
cyber.
mind, I'm like, we could all hang
Yeah.
out, or we're going
I
to the
think
ale
it's cool.
house.
I got on Air Force Ones for Christ's sake. Let's go. Let's go.
It's how you feel. Age is
Those are
just
nice.
a number.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do I
thank
look
you.
that?
These are-
I look your age, right? Do I
Don't
look
lie.
like an old
Don't
man?
be
I
boys.
can't tell.
Do not tell a lie.
You're screaming at them, old man.
Okay, hold on, B-Boys.
The man with gray sideburns is yelling at the two children on our couch.
So, and then
Okay, so
we
you
had
want me to-
another interview this morning with the History Center, and then Daniel starts telling him I got arrested for horrible things.
They know it's jokes.
They
they?
don't know us. You know,
I think they do.
Scotty knows us, but
Rachel doesn't.
Rachel is a new person.
I said it was indecent exposure.
And Rachel started adjusting her clothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of a
then I was
minor,
like, no,
in
no,
front
no.
of a minor.
Yeah, and so I was like,
But
why?
it was like a cave like a minor, like a gold miner.
So, B-Boys, I didn't understand why this erratic behavior was happening. It was like, why is Daniel acting extra crazy?
Yeah.
I'm used to a little crazy, but
I'm
extra
not crazy. I'm not.
What do you
I'm
think it
fine.
is?
This is I know exactly what it was. So I make Daniel every year go to the place he hates the most, and that is the former radio. And he doesn't hate it because there's nothing wrong with anybody that's there or anything. I'm just saying. It brings up bad memories. It's like
it's like going back to where you're. It's like it's like if
wait, where
Bruce
is
Wayne. It's like if Bruce Wayne had to go through the alleyway. His parents are murdered every time he was going to Starbucks.
or every year he had to promote his charity event.
Yeah,
It's
every
like,
year,
we got to
Bruce
do it in this
Wayne-
alley.
Bruce
And like, why
Wayne-
this alley?
yeah.
We're like, you got to do it,
They're
Bruce.
like, the only way into the charity
Yeah, yeah.
event is through the murder alley, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. It's like, where do you want to go to the beach? Omaha Beach? Pop up. The wrong beach.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I bring Daniel to the old radio station he used to work at, which he has certain
PTSD.
memories of PTSD.
Yeah.
And right when he got into the elevator, it closed. Daniel said it. He's like, "Oh, I'm triggered."
I'm here.
And you're like,
I'm trapped.
and then it shot his anxiety his baseline anxiety is already at 85. Right?
I'm running a cool 85.
Yeah,
most
he's
days.
running hot.
Yeah.
All right, and I just pegged it to past 100. I don't know if you realize it can go
Yeah.
past 100, but it can.
Well, then the gauge just breaks.
Yeah. And then after that is when
See, I thought what I
and
did
then he
there
tried
was
fighting an old
it
man, then
wasn't
telling
a
the
fight.
B-Boys all
I
weird
thought
things.
it was a perfectly reasonable. I thought my exchange was fine because this guy was running every stop sign in the Publix parking lot.
Well,
this guy in his 7 Series BMW, feeling like the man, on his phone when he shouldn't have been, driving in the goddamn. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Driving in the gosh darn parking lot and on his phone. And then I said, "Are you going to stop?" And he goes, "Well, you're walking right towards me." And I go, "Pedestrians, dickhead!"
No, we can't say that.
I know, but that's what I said.
I
yeah.
deserve that.
And then I was taken back. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's in the morning.
No, you
It's
said something. We
we're
kept
fancy
walking.
Publix here.
We kept walking, and Tom just
We're not
just
the
so I
OBT big lots.
just so I could hear it. Tom looks at me and he goes, "So awkward." That's all he said. And then we didn't talk another lick for 15 minutes.
And I realize it's my fault for I'm like, we're doing media this week. We're going to all the shows.
You go there. Go sit on Taco Bob's lap.
And then your anxiety jumps up to
I
110.
didn't think about that. I did not think about
and
that.
then you're
It's
saying
possible.
weird
Yeah.
things. And it's my fault.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
I apologize. The B-Boys are here from
They are.
Blanchard.
Yeah.
Blanchard starts with a B. B-Boy starts with B's.
Yeah.
And if you have insurance questions, these are your gentlemen.
Yep, Andy and
Thanks for
Joe
having
are
us,
here. How you doing, guys?
Good.
So
Sorry, we just blew your faces off with a bunch of
Screaming
crazy
at them.
Screaming at you.
So a couple things. Blanchard's going to be at the beer fest,
They
Bad
will.
Business Beer
Yeah,
Fest,
yeah.
and you guys are going to be giving away some coffee, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be selling them actually, not just giving them away. But
Oh,
Not everything's free, Tom.
sorry.
you get a couple free ones.
I forgot how business works.
Yeah, bad at business.
I thought you just showed up and give away everything.
Everything you have,
You pay to drive there. You pay for the stuff. You're just like, here. You're like,
Boss
please
might
like
be, might be
us.
mad if I come back with no money.
Actually, Tom, that's absolutely incorrect. We will not be giving it.
You will have to purchase.
Because the owner of Blanchard, Mr. Blanchard, he's also in the coffee business.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So
Yes.
What are they? Are these Choppers Inc.?
They are choppers.
That's Billy Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We were out
local.
there last week.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So let's talk insurance real quick, because I don't know if you guys have
They look
heard.
terrified of you, Tom.
You should be terrified of the
Are
crazy
you
ones.
terrified?
You're the one that's screaming.
No, hold on a second.
Dan's
Hold
our
on.
friend.
Let's
No,
point
I'm
something
telling
out.
you.
What
They
did you
just said
say?
Dan's our friend.
Yeah, because I came in here and talked to him. What are you doing? You're
No,
sitting there pretending to be working, staring at your computer, crunching the numbers.
And then he comes in here and starts screaming.
yeah, he comes in here and he's like, I'm going to assassinate Dan's character in front of his best friends, the B-Boys.
So let's talk insurance. They're coming after our trampolines. What are we gonna do about it, B-Boys?
Oh,
'Cause
these insurance companies are crazy right now.
So-
they're all getting real strict right now.
Now let me.
Is there any way for us as the common man to fight back for fun?
Get your pickaxe or your.
Stand back, stand down.
That's a man up. Yeah.
Well,
Go,
that's not
Ryan.
back or
Yeah.
down. That's how stand forward. Run.
Get your tiki.
That's run with your
kidding, go
pickaxe.
I like this. This guy's, we're going to go find that guy in that 7 Series BMW. We're going to pickaxe his hood.
Oh my
Get
God.
him good.
So
Pitchfork. That's what I meant.
I was talking to my buddy.
I got you.
I've got this
Pitchfork, way better than pickaxe.
I've
Yeah,
got
you don't
this
need a pickaxe.
crazy old man buddy I call the Wizard, and he likes to collect his neighbor's trash.
What?
Yeah, he calls him his beautiful oddities.
Yeah. Like anytime neighbors put out something,
Yeah.
he lives in a rich neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he's
Oh,
like,
he does curb alert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he,
Oh,
yeah.
It's
God.
the equivalent of a dog barfing and then another dog saying there's a lot of good meat in that
Yeah,
barf.
yeah.
You know, it's
So-
disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's
So
terrible.
and my son, so in his backyard, he's got not one but 2 rusty
Ooh,
trampolines.
that's called the loop to loop. That's a bounce to bounce.
So, and my sons they go over there, they jump from one trampoline to the other. They're
Yes.
like, Dad, why,
That might be the problem.
they're like, River and Chance have 2 trampolines. We have 0.
Yeah, but they're named River and Chance.
They are taking a chance.
Yeah.
No, but then I'm like, the insurance company, son, they'll come after us. They'll
Yeah.
send us a
Do you
letter.
still have your pool slide attached
No.
to your
No.
I do- I
outside
do-
kitchen?
Yeah, but it's covered by my pool
Ghillie
enclosure.
suit.
so
You
they
put a
can-
ghillie suit on it, you can't see it from the air.
Yeah. You can't see it from the drones. That's how they know that you have the
So
trampoline.
put a trampoline underneath the pool
What you got to
screen.
do is you got to bury it in the ground, and then you got to put a tarp over
So
it.
I have a point to this. Yeah, I have an
point.
idea about hiding it, but so then the Wizard tells me, he's like, I looked because I tell him like they're gonna come and get you. You got 2. You're dancing with the devil.
Yeah.
Like,
In the pale moonlight, Batman reference.
Like they're definitely gonna come by and get you. You live by the beach.
Yeah.
So
I don't know though. Beach people get like they get like a pass on certain things.
no, they got the most expensive insurance.
I know,
like,
but a lot of birds, a lot of snakes, trampolines.
So he said he looked at his insurance policy and he's like, I looked at my policy. It doesn't say one thing about a trampoline. And I'm like, it's got to say
I think
something
maybe
in
they
there
call it
somewhere.
something like a jumping apparatus. Or
Yeah.
something,
So
right?
do they have is it written in most people's insurance policies? Like actually says trampoline, or is it
Yeah.
in like the fine print?
No, usually on the application, there's a specific spot that says that you are acknowledging that this does not include coverage for liability issues related to trampolines or pool slides or, additional hazards. So you got to read the fine print because they always make sure they cover themselves on that stuff.
And speaking of like homeowners insurance as a whole,
Where should I keep my policy?
In your safe.
Okay, nobody asked that
have to
question.
do that?
No, seriously,
it was on the internet.
I was trying to think of like
No, I'm
dumb.
just kidding.
Honestly, last night I was trying to think of dumb questions to ask you guys, and that was the number one I came up with. I looked at Andrea. I go, "Where's our policy?"
With Blanchard.
And she has it upstairs in a lockbox.
It's in the cloud.
You
And
don't,
I-
and
and
it's
I
on
said-
the internet. The
But
people
I don't
know.
know. I don't know how to find. I'm gonna embarrass myself here. I don't know where my homeowners is. I don't know where my deed. I don't know where my birth certificate is.
Oh,
I don't know where
man.
my passport is.
You don't need any of that anymore.
I don't know where
It's
any of
all
that
on
stuff
the
is.
internet.
I don't know any of it. I have no proof of anything. If somebody came in, like I hear these commercials and Newt Gingrich is like, somebody's going to take my title and then pretend to have my house and then sell it to like the bad guys, and then I have to like get a lot of gold and like put it under my bed in order to like be safe.
No. You don't need to prove anything.
Am I old enough to start transitioning into the man that puts gold under his bed? Isn't that what you're supposed to do as an older person? I'm 47 and my hips are rotten. I feel like there's going to be a ne'er-do-well who tries to sell my title.
So homeowners insurance has been a problem in Florida for a minute now, and everybody that is around me has been complaining about
what are we
homeowners
supposed to
insurance.
do?
So apparently there are things that you could do to like lessen the expense of it. And of course, like going to Blanchard and they'll, find you the cheapest rate, obviously, but there's other things you could do, correct?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. It all kind of ties into having a good agent that's making sure that, you know the process through the entire, insurance and getting everything. But number one is, maximizing your credits. There's a lot of people that don't realize you do get discounts for like having a, monitored security system. Some people don't even, realize that. So number one is maximizing credits. Number two is, reviewing your coverages, making sure that you understand what's going on with that. You can definitely overpay. Some people talk about underinsuring. That's definitely an issue, but overinsuring is also an issue as well. If you have more coverage than what you actually have that can be, paid out for, you're essentially just paying for more coverage than you'll ever see use out of.
Yeah. They'll try to hide like terrorist coverage in there.
Hey, terrorist coverage is actually really expensive.
I want
I
want terrorist coverage.
No, but what are the chances of a terrorist?
I don't know.
Well, what are they going to do?
If it happens, I'm
Are
covered.
they going to drive in a Zuzu Trooper?
Yeah, just like
I
back
thought
to
you were a Patriot,
Yeah,
Tom.
how do you file a claim?
The chances of that are zero.
Yeah, like a suicide bomber blew up my pool.
Let's talk about
You're probably dead at that point, right?
Oh my God! What if a suicide? Okay, how would you guys handle this insurance question? Terrorist blows up your trampoline. Do you have a claim?
You're actually crazy today.
You probably have something.
I feel like that's part
Is
of your
it just
house.
the trampoline?
Yeah.
He
So
just blew up the
He
trampoline?
just blew up the,
Yeah.
like you go in the backyard. He's boom.
I think the
might
trampoline's
be a
not
good
covered,
thing.
right?
Yeah, the trampoline's not covered. You're out of
Oh,
luck.
you're screwed.
Oh
So-
man! But I was using. What if I wasn't using it?
If someone was on the trampoline, that might be a different
What if I
story.
was
don't know.
using it not as a trampoline but as something else? What if I was using it?
What
as
would you use it?
A bed.
Well, you said, you said your hips are pretty bad, so I don't think you're using that trampoline.
Oh, look at this guy!
Now they're getting you.
Making me feel bad. My best friends are turning on me.
So I brought in the B-Boys just so I could bitch about this one thing that
Here
I've
we
been
go.
waiting for.
Oh, no. They had to
And
drive over here.
And
I'm
it
sure
wasn't
they're glad.
trampoline?
No.
Surprise.
I couldn't fit it in anywhere else, and then I'm like, when the B-Boys are here, then I can bitch about it.
Gambling.
No. It has to do with insurance. So a while back, our insurance went sky high, and I started screaming, "Why is it so expensive?
Yeah.
Just cancel it all." And she's like, "We can't. Our house is still not paid for."
No, you just get
And
the
I was
bare
like,
minimum.
Oh God.
You get the bare minimum.
I got the bare minimum. It's still $5,000 a year. Anyway, so I was bitching about it, and then my wife's like, "Well." By the way, I use all the listeners for everything in my life, so they try to get the best hookup. And there's a listener that came over, a BDM, and if you're listening, this is for you. He came over and he's like, BDM inspector came by, and he
The FBI female body inspector.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking of. Yeah, to the beach, female body inspector. Oh yeah.
And he's like, we're trying to get us all the credits so that we could show the insurance
Damn it.
because we got a new roof, right?
yeah.
From
Oh,
Secured Roofing.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a great roofing sponsor.
You're spider webbing everybody into your plans.
And then he's like, he went up there in the attic, and then we didn't get the roof strap credit.
You didn't get the roof strap.
Well, because he's like, he couldn't see it because you blew the insulation too much.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Covered your strap.
And then I'm like, what? He couldn't
Or
see
did you
it.
go strapless? You
I'm
go
like,
strapless?
Well, he crawled back there and slap, I guess, poof it away.
Yeah, get a blower.
And he's like, no.
He's like, I didn't get paid for that.
And he's like, he looked back there, he couldn't see it because another hookup we have, an installation guy, blew so much
And
insulation.
that guy was drunk. He's like, hey, I'll give you a couple extra toots. I'll give you a couple extra blows.
Tracy got me that hookup,
yeah.
and he blew. So I
I remember
I
that
gave him an extra $100 to fill it full.
Yeah, because her husband was like, oh, yeah, we got some extra. I'll just have him run over there and blow your... You
And
were...
I'm like, fill it to the top.
doing
the
this.
more, the better. I don't want to pay the electric bill.
You
Anyway,
can't even put your Christmas decorations up in your attic.
so he blew it too much, and now they can't see the
You
straps.
blew too much.
And then I'm like, he's
No
a
one's ever
BDM.
said that, by the way.
Just say that I got the straps. I told you, I'm a man of my word. Just put down straps.
Yeah, but he's a man of his word.
Yeah, but just, I mean, they're back there. I'm like, also,
Are they, though?
You can't just get a broom and reach back and sweep. Like, just look at them.
Can't see the strap.
And then-
Sorry.
so I didn't get the strap discount, which I don't even know how much it is.
Give me the strap.
Yeah.
What's the strap discount?
Yeah, it's a
it's-
wind mitigation.
Usually a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, God.
Couple
It
hundred.
cost me a couple hundred. That BDM cost me a couple $100 because he didn't get the broom and sweep off the insulation to see the straps.
I would have done it. How
Or
far back are we talking?
just-
And do you have any boards?
I don't want to throw this guy under the bus, but yeah, I mean, like,
Just
Am
check
I
that I have
walking
the
on?
straps.
Hold on a second. Am I walking on beams, or do you have any plywood up there?
No,
like a good,
no, you're gonna. Yeah, it's the beams
No.
and then the
Put some-
drywall.
you put some
Oh,
plywood.
man.
and
Put
then
some plywood
Christmas
in there.
decorations,
Yeah.
and then some bric-a-brac laid out.
And then they. I'll never forget the time you guys found an old bag with a camera in it. You thought you were gonna be rich because you
No,
found
no.
Indiana Jones's treasure or something. A bunch of idiots.
So any other like non-obvious credits you can get, and then like when they all like a new roof and things like that, there are things
New roof, yeah.
like lowering your liability is the best way to lower your insurance, right? Or no?
No.
Okay.
no, I don't know if that's the correct term.
I almost threw my drink out.
I'll tell you.
Because it goes right, and they're like,
No.
yeah.
It was a
By
collective
the way-
note. We've never had a double
No,
down.
no.
Let's go on record that I'm pretty sure I'm right.
We've never had a double no before, have we?
And they were so sad to tell him no. They were like, no.
I mean, how can I be?
Because they're nice guys. They're really
Hold on,
nice.
B-boys.
Yeah.
How can lowering your
Quit
liability?
screaming at the boys.
The chat room is asking, like, you said I'm crazy today. You're yelling the whole day. The chat room is like, why has Tom been yelling the
I'm
entire
sorry.
segment? It's because other men are in here and you feel the need to,
No,
like,
calm.
Like a
That's just Bill
goddamn.
Cosby, but he does that. Oh, everybody chill out. We'll sort this
By
out.
the way,
Why are you peacocking?
I've been telling everybody else to calm. Anyway,
I don't know.
so
You're both out of your minds today.
We smoked marijuana on the... No, we did do it.
Then you'd be more
parking lot.
calm, I think.
That
We
was
went and
before we
got
showed
drunk
up?
on our lunch break, okay? Is that what you
Oh,
wanted to
there
hear?
it is.
We went over to Blue Jackets and we had a couple of Mai Tais.
by the way, I'm kind of
Those cold brews
triggered
are
too
strong.
when I go to the Clear Channel.
Apparently.
Because then other the people that are not even my bosses, but they are like bosses of
We
these
saw
people.
our biggest. It's not a boss of
And
ours,
the-
but we saw the most
so-
powerful person. And
Bosses
she
of
talked
Christmas
and,
past.
and she talked to us no lie for 30
So,
minutes
I'm
in the
al-
lobby, and I was on.
I'm always used to. It's like getting like when a cop pulls
Like,
behind you.
uh-oh.
Yes,
Like, I'm like,
yes.
like so anytime a boss,
Yes.
even a former boss comes and talks to me, I'm like, oh, like you know, I
You're
think
right.
because I'm like conditioned that I'm always doing something
You're
wrong.
right.
Like a cop's behind me, I'm like, oh, like I'm 42 years old. I don't have any drugs. I'm not driving drunk. I have insurance.
Wow.
I was going to disagree with you, but you know what? Come to think of it, yeah,
well.
I could see a scenario where we both have spiced ourselves up a little bit, and then when I walked over, something that would still normally bother me just bothered me a little extra, and that's why I yelled at
Yeah.
you.
That's why
Yeah, I
just
can
start
see that.
screaming.
I can see that.
Sorry, B-boys.
I forgot
so-
the question. They give you a double no, and I don't remember what it was.
So you
was
increase your
minimizing-
liability?
Oh no. Okay. So when you say liability, I think you mean like coverages and like what the insurance company is on the hook for. So I mean, to that sense, you are correct. You know, if you lower your coverages and the amount that they'll
Don't
pay
ever
out.
say you are correct around him. Are you
I knew
insane?
Well, he doesn't know what liability is.
yeah.
But you also have
Yeah,
liability on your
he thinks
policy.
liability is his ability to lie.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll have to steal that one. That's
Yeah.
good.
Well, what I meant by that is like if you got a BMX track in your front yard, or you know what I'm saying, like you're like I collect beds of spikes. I just leave them out there.
Yeah.
Like certain things.
They're art installations.
Are I imagine could cause your insurance to go up because now you're creating a situation where people could get hurt, and
Yeah,
that's why the trampolines have, you know, the insurance company has gone after trampolines because I'm sure they've paid so many claims of people getting hurt at birthday parties that they're tired of it, right?
What
Right.
about a trampoline park?
Oh, yeah.
What?
How much insurance do they pay?
Oh.
They're not getting insurance.
Yeah, I've always
I knew
wondered,
it.
or like
No,
like
just-
in Claremont,
Like
the-
rebounders. you're
Well,
talking about?
Yeah,
like,
they have a bunch like that. Yeah.
They do have those, but then like even in Claremont, there's the United States swimming, and I think there's a gymnastic facility out there for like the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Like that facility, I mean, it's still turning a profit, I would imagine. How do they insure something that is? Can you insure dangerous things? I guess is my question.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's just trying to find a company that will do it. So
Right.
it's
like
you
a
know,
specialty company.
Yeah,
or-
it's usually just a matter
ENS.
of pricing. So obviously, the more risky something gets, the more money that they want to charge for you. So you can find insurance companies that'll do it, but is it profitable to run that sort of business with those costs of insurance?
Like, it
That's
would
the
be
question.
smart if you lived near a Rebounders to put your trampoline in the back, and then when the
Just
insurance
take it.
company said anything, just move it onto Rebounders' property. I feel like that's a dumb idea. Don't do that.
No comment as
Yeah,
an insurance
that's a really
agent.
dumb idea.
Yeah, no comment.
Well, I've been trying to think of a way that to get us out of like being sued in the future,
Yeah.
and I've come
I had a
up.
nightmare about that last night.
Yeah, because eventually it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because we take a lot of chances, as you can imagine. But I thought about the dirt bike track method of loophole. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh, we
this.
sell them a part of it.
No. All of our all the BDMs in the BDM contract, when you subscribe, you own a percentage
Yeah.
of the business
Yeah.
itself. And then if you ever get hurt
Can't
at
sue
any
your
other
owner.
event, you can't sue yourselves.
Yep.
And then therefore, anything goes.
Yeah.
I did like it was anything goes.
He was looking for the words.
So is that a thing?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, you can sign waivers and stuff to, mitigate liability and whatnot. But
You know, I just realized, do I still own a dirt bike track from the 90s?
Yeah, you probably do.
Because I paid a fee, and
Yeah.
then I got the key to the gate, and they're like, well, you're part owner. If you hurt yourself here, you can't sue yourself.
Or did they do a thing where after 10 years you have to re-up in it?
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
something like
probably
that.
like that,
Like you only own it for a certain
Are
amount
you
of
still
time.
part of the Predators ownership?
They dissolved that corporation, I believe.
No, I still am a part owner of a website and a corporation of the
Oh, yeah,
Predators.
it's a
You know,
shell. It's just a shell
They don't do
corporate, yeah.
anything. It's just a website
And a name.
and then a name.
Yeah,
of
on
an LLC.
on Sunbiz.
Which is probably getting sued crazy, which I probably am named in the lawsuit.
They're back.
too.
They're back in the arena.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
what I was
different.
gonna say. Yeah,
Different
we're-
owner though.
yeah.
Yeah, those things are like lawn services. When they get sued, they just change their name. So if you need any insurance or have any insurance questions, contact the B-Boys.
Yeah, man.
And
It's nice to have a place where you can go with dumb questions or just things that might concern you, because it can be, and it is. It's just absolutely confusing.
And go say hi and buy some coffee from them at the
come
beer
say hi to us
fest.
Saturday.
Yeah,
We'll
go-
be there.
Because you are going to need something, because I've been asking everybody, like, this isn't like the type of beer fest where you pay like $70 and you go out there and you drink yourself silly. This is more about tasting really rare and amazing beers, and it's a little bit more about the brewer. So coffee it will mix in perfectly there, because it'll keep
Or you
you.
can take it home with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Yep, that's Blanchard.
Yeah, they're really strong too. They're pretty good.
Nice.
Sorry to cut you off.
BlanchardInsurance.com is the website.
Blanchard.
And we will take take a break. We will see
you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Awesome. We
Boom.
appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Cool.
You were on one.
Guys are getting off into.
I like it. It's fun.
We've been getting a lot of calls from you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
People out.
Where's that go, Sam?
That is Tuesday 4.
We're talking insurance. It's hard to-
Nice to see
Cheers,
you.
guys. Good seeing
This
you.
will air tonight,
we'll see
just
you
so
out
you guys know.
Yeah, you'll be on tonight. And is that coffee for us, or is that? Oh, thank you. I'll gladly try that, man. Thank you. Dig it. Appreciate you. That's gonna. I'm excited to try.
See you guys Saturday, though.
Tuesday 2, you said?
4.
4. So we need 3 and.
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yep.
All right.
He's scared. The one closest to me.
What?
He didn't say a word.
Oh yeah.
He was terrified.
Scared of
He was clutching onto his manscape.
Yeah, I gave him a nose trimmer.
I don't know why I do that.
Why do you do that?
No, but I do it too. Like I like we know how to put each other on a little bit of tilt. It's good. We did it good.
Well,
It's good for you too, but they're
It's
neat
you.
little babies.
There's they're both like this is gonna sound horrible, but they're both very attractive guys. In the chat room.
thinks so too.
The chat. I was gonna say the chat room is like they were lusting after those dudes. We don't get the young guys on the show very often. That's for you, ladies.
Me and Daniel talk about this all the time, and I'll tell Twitch. this is a business, so we have sponsors, and then we bring our sponsors on.
Oh, we were talking about this today. Yeah.
To talk, and they support the show, and we need the sponsors to operate this business. Without them, we can't. And then so then we have Blanchard on. We're mixing in a little insurance talk or whatever, and me and Daniel feel obligated. We're like.
We still want to make it funny.
We're like, well, how can we turn
Sure.
this into something?
When you started telling the thing about across the street, I'm like, thank God, because that'll give us 7 minutes, 6 minutes. I look at it in terms of little segments.
And then even though I realize most people, and we get complaints all the time from people where they're like, I don't, ACT, infomercial, just a bunch of sponsor stuff.
Okay.
And it's like,
which isn't true. It's only a couple a month.
No, I know. But in their mind, they hear a couple a month and they're like, it's all this.
Honestly, I know this sounds like mumbo jumbo, but if you listen to it with a comedy ear, you will hear what we're doing. You'll figure it out. You'll hear me change it. You'll hear Tom go, this is getting too infomercial, and then one of us will undoubtedly say something stupid.
Yeah.
It happens every time.
So then we were trying to turn, a infomercial essentially into something entertaining.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're doing a good job or not, but
good.
It's why it's crazy. And then what happens is get more and more crazy as the segment goes.
Crazy, yeah.
And then you end up sitting our guests are like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
And then it's like me when we went on Bubba Love Sponge that time, and I was like, what is happening here? I was like, are you having a conversation with me, or is this going? What the hell? And then that's what I
Are
realized
the
was
mics
happening.
on?
Yeah.
Okay, so some answers from the chat room. Ryan says, is quote, I'll scream in your face, part of the middle tier sponsorship package. And then
well, listen,
Christine was talking about how horny she was from lack of sleep. She's a horny Peg Bundy, and she was sexualizing the B-Boys. And then let's see here. Then Christine says, I got zero information from that and more scared and confused.
yeah, but our listeners not looking for insurance information.
If they do, they'll call the B-Boys.
Yeah.
They're not going to listen to them here. Yeah, it's really like
we're getting the
so
gist
the segment
of it out.
is, hey, the B-Boys are here. They do insurance. If you need help, call them. And here's a story about Dan yelling at a guy because he was triggered this morning from clear. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But then also when we do talk some homeowners insurance,
Homer Simpson.
Anyway,
don't pull the
there's
curtain
no
back
point.
too much. It's magic.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm telling you all this, but this was not the plan to start.
No,
it's not even on purpose.
No.
And then I tell the B-Boys, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I did that I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened. It's crazy.
But then you lied to them.
That's
by
your
saying-
liability.
Oh my God, liability.
Yeah, because I have to tell them something because they're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
No. Why can't you just let it be?
Because then they'll get in the car and be like,
Beatles.
what? That's crazy. These people are insane.
I think
it takes the pressure off them.
I think most people, if they don't get in the car and say, what the hell was that, then we're not doing our job.
We failed.
But
Yeah.
also, they're not paying the advertising bills. So,
No.
Like they're just working
Yeah.
at Blanchard. Mr. Blanchard, I
They just had to make sure they pushed their
Yeah.
coffee.
yeah.
Or
Are you
Mr. Blanchard.
Are you talking them out of advertising?
The what?
Are you making the case for why they wouldn't want to advertise?
No. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. Even if they thought we were crazy.
Doesn't come out of
Yeah.
their pocket.
Right.
They're just like, all right, Mr. Blanchard told us to come and do this.
I don't know. Something tells me one of the B-Boys is pulling more strings than we think. You know what I mean? It feels like he's got some power.
Yeah. What?
Powerful people. All right, what are we doing here? 3 and 4.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. 2 and 3.
We need a 20 and a 17. Or 37 total. Oh my God. What do we want to go to here?
We can talk about the thing I wrote in my phone. Let me see what I wrote on here.
I have emails too.
We can talk about that thing I was telling you about that Andrea and I were discussing and whether or not it was a thing about trends in the 90s.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's just do that.
All right.
Okay, here we go. In 3, I'll bring us back. 3, 2. Welcome back to A Corporate Time.
So you were telling me in your Tesla. By the way, me and Daniel got to this appointment a little bit early. So I just got out of my truck and sat in his truck or
my
his
Tesla,
in
my
his Tesla,
Tesla,
and we did the old man sit in the parking lot. Just,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just talking.
You tried to put on Netflix,
But
which
there's nothing on there. We put on Netflix and we were like scrolling through, and it's all like it's just not anything quick.
Mm-hmm.
Should have
Yeah.
probably put on YouTube or something or
so-
TikTok. TikTok. I could have put it on TikTok, and you could have
Yeah.
because it has TikTok in it,
Yeah, I need my video short.
Okay.
30 seconds.
like your co-hosts.
So you were telling me about something that Andrea was telling you about.
Okay, yeah, and it ties into our buddies Manscaped. The A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan, filthy, just absolute filthy booze fest of a podcast, is on Fridays, and it is sponsored by Manscaped. A lot of you that listen to podcasts have heard Manscaped. They make trimmers for your dinger. And they just released their brand new, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, and it has this skin-safe technology blade, which is like one of the ones that you can use in intimate areas, and it will not cut. You can push it as hard as you want, and it will only cut hair. It's truly amazing.
Mm.
So I was using it downstairs on the boys, and then it has a foil blade. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, remember like in old shows, you'd see the dad or the salesman in traffic using a tiny shaver, kind of like this Manscaped shaver. See that thing? That's the foil.
Yeah.
That's
That's like round.
Yeah, it's like a rounded piece of metal with holes in it, and then your hair goes through the holes and it guides it into the blade and it cuts it close to the skin, right?
Yeah.
So this particular Lawnmower 5.0 has that little foil. So I was using it on my tattooed arm because I put a lot of sunscreen on there, so I don't like hair on this arm. For whatever reason, it's been like that forever. So I was doing that. I go, hey, Andrea, look at this.
You
It
only
looks-
shave one?
No, I just shave where tattoos are.
Oh, I'd have to do both just for symmetry.
Yeah, see, I couldn't. I like having hair on this arm because it's not tattooed. But this one, because it's so tattooed and I put so much lotion on it in the morning, it just like, my hairs get gunky. And then if you push the hairs down with the lotion, they like,
Oh, yeah.
they lay long. They're like, I hate it.
Wet.
Yeah.
So anyway, the foil. So it's got this foil thing. I did it. And then I'm talking to Andrea about it. And she goes, oh, yeah, that would have been great in the 90s when girls in high school and middle school would shave their arms. And I said, what? And she goes, yeah, all the girls in high school would shave their arms in the 90s. And I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Was that
Girl.
a thing, Sam?
That was a thing in middle school, but I was in middle school in the 90s, so that makes sense.
I wonder
Oh,
where that
Christine
started.
says she still shaves her
I do
arms.
too. I still shave mine too.
You shave your
Started
arms?
in the middle school, yeah.
Oh my God! I know that is not. I did not know that women shave their arms. I didn't even know that.
I don't
was
know
a
that
thing.
every woman does,
It
but
seems like a lot do though. It seems like just as many do as that don't.
Is it because like you just?
I just don't like body hair.
Yeah.
Right. That's Andrea. She hates body hair.
Yeah, I'm
Except on
for
me.
it. By the way,
For
like
hair?
No, for
Less
shaving.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
less
you've
hair.
always- yeah.
I've always
You've
even
always been
everywhere.
a less hair man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how does hair make
Yeah.
it better?
This guy
Yeah,
likes
I only want hair on my
yeah,
head.
This guy's always wanted it bald as can be.
and
That's what I was trying to tell the History Center.
But I guess if like there are some women that have real jet black, dark,
Yeah,
like
well, if
wolf
you're-
boy
Most of them
arm
don't
hair.
shave though because it'll make it worse.
Yeah, if you're like Middle Eastern or Italian or I could see
you have
where
to shave like every day.
Yeah, because the stubble will
Yeah.
come back thick, coarse.
I knew a girl that had really dark arm hair, and it was the only dark hair she had. Like the hair.
I knew a girl like that too. Just
Yeah.
her arms were really
Yeah,
dark
like
in
her hair was like your color blonde, and then she was a very attractive, very good looking girl, athlete and everything, but she had like really dark black arm hair. And look, anything can be something you're self conscious about. Anything.
So is your arm hair similar to your leg hair in like characteristics, or it seems like leg hair is thicker?
Yeah, I
So-
would say leg hair is thicker.
Mine's not. The back of my calves, all the leg hair has been blown out, but the front of my
They're good in the front.
the front of my legs are as furry as AstroTurf. The back of my legs are as smooth as a Gerber baby.
Yeah, I think that's most. Yeah, I have smooth calves.
What's that
too.
from?
I don't know.
Jeans
Andrea
rubbing on the
says-
back?
Andrea says it's because I rub my legs in bed. Like I rub my
Like
legs.
a cricket?
No,
Maybe. I don't know.
You got hair back there.
yeah, I do.
but I
thought
don't.
was-
Look. Here, I'll show
You
you.
rarely look at the back of your legs. Then.
Look at these.
Okay, I see the
Now,
hair in the
see?
front.
A lot
Yeah.
of hair there, but look at the back.
Oh yeah, it is a lot smoother back there.
yeah.
Wow.
Why do you have that?
That is drastic.
I think it's I know. I think it's an autoimmune. I think I'm gonna be dead soon. I keep telling you
Just
guys
the
that.
calves, huh?
And all you guys are like, no, you're fine, you're fine.
Hold on, is it your age? Did the hair start blowing out of the back?
What about your ass?
You know,
Hairy
I
asses?
never noticed. I have a little bit of hair on my ass, but mostly just carbuncles.
Trav has the hairiest legs, smooth butt.
Yeah, I think like although in the middle, that's
Malcolm in the middle.
I have a fuzz butt.
Uh-huh.
You know, like I have
Peach
like,
fuzz.
I don't think it's peach fuzz. Peach fuzz looks best when you're tan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you get like the
Golden
yeah,
wispies.
it does. That was like a thing.
yeah.
I remember there were girls that would have that, and I'd be like, oh, that's a nice look. You know.
So how good now? Because I remember like 15 years ago, the laser treatment, the hair laser treatment. You did it, probably 15 years ago.
Still works.
But now it's got to be real good, right? Or it's like,
Or is it the same?
From what I understand, it's not the same because the hardest problem they were having, like I did it in the early 2000s because Ideal Image was a client. I wish they were a client of ours.
Yeah, I'd get it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It works. Like I mean, I went, Andrea went. I can attest that Andrea, what she had removed from her intimate areas has never grown. It's literally fantastic. If you don't like body hair, it's the way to go. But their biggest problem for years was that, and I could be wrong on this, but I don't think that the lasers were effective on certain colors of hair and also certain skin color pigments, like black people, darker brown people.
Oh, it only works on
It worked
white
best
people?
on white people, and it worked best on dark
that's a
dark
privilege.
hair.
That's another privilege right there.
Yeah, but it works.
Okay.
But it works
Body hair
really good
removal?
with dark. So, for instance, like Tom's hair would work best out of all of our hairs for getting laser.
But his body hair's light.
Well, you'd want dark body hair, about the color of his hair. Like if you have white hair, or if you're like an older person with like very light hair, it won't work. At that time. Now they may have fixed the laser. I heard from a couple of people that they do have lasers now that they can do, black people and darker brown people, and it's not a problem. So I would imagine they just had to get the technology better. Remember when the Apple Watch wouldn't work with black people?
Yeah.
I think it's
And a tattoo thing, too. Wasn't there something with tattoos?
I have to wear my watch on a different arm because it won't work with my tattoos.
What's that new thing for the Apple Watch where you just tap your fingers together to like answer your phone or change? You haven't seen that?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, really? I thought Daniel.
I
you'd
don't
be on
have
top of
anything
this.
Apple,
No,
so.
I haven't heard that.
I saw the only time I get exposed to normal propaganda is when I watch football because
right.
they're-
Commercials.
Yeah. Me and my family call it propaganda.
Yeah.
Which my sons still do it because the nanny
I
called
love
it
it.
that.
That's
Anyway,
Assistive touch?
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
it's all you're tapping your middle finger or your middle finger and your thumb together or your
you
index.
can navigate your Apple Watch with hand gestures.
and then so like if someone's calling
Ooh,
you,
I don't
or-
have that.
I think that's the new version.
Fancy town.
Move to the next item, pinch and tap your pointer finger to your thumb. Move back one item, double pinch, tap your pointer finger and your thumb twice quickly.
Wouldn't it be easier just to touch
I
my
would-
watch screen?
That's what I would think.
Well,
I mean, I don't need to
Close
be
your
doing...
hand into a fist to tap an item. Double clinch if you want to bring up the action menu.
it's just a way to do it one-handed. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Okay. Hold on. Now that
Oh, what if you only have one hand?
No, but that I get because like there have been plenty of times where Andrea's calling me, I'm holding something, and I can't use my fingers to tap my watch on. Okay, that's cool.
I'm wondering if it's by motion or it's picking up like where your tendons are. I can't figure out how exactly.
Small electric current being passed over the skin. You connect the circuit when you touch your fingers.
Maybe that.
I don't know. I just
Yeah,
came up with that on the fly. I'm just thinking small electric current on the exterior using the moisture in your skin layers, your dermal layers. You touch your fingers together, it connects the circuit, which gives them the. I don't know. That would make sense to me.
Although it's your thumb and your finger are part of the same circuit, so I don't know if. However it works, it seems cool, and it seems like moving towards. Doing this all.
Okay, I got another theory.
Without
the
fingers.
lights that are beamed from the watch through your skin, that's how they get your blood oxygen and all of that.
Yeah.
Is able to tell the tendons or whatever are moving in there. They can see the positions of it. That's how they tell whether your fingers are moving.
It's weird though that they only work when you touch your fingers together, because you would think it would be going off crazy as you moved your fingers throughout the day. This is probably a simple explanation. We can search on Google.
No. I like trying to figure it out.
I mean, I'm on Apple support, and it doesn't say how it works. It just tells you how to do it.
It's probably because they don't want some industry secret.
Proprietary secret or something that.
What's that other electric car that is a weirdo brand called like Compass or something, or Intercompass? Have you seen that?
The second biggest one I've seen right now is Rivian, the trucks.
Okay, I'm talking. There was a commercial for an electric vehicle, and then
there's a plug-in hybrid Jeep called the Compass.
The actual logo was something like, me and Crystal were watching it, and Crystal was like, "What is this? A new car brand?" And from what I could figure out,
is that what?
Yeah, that's what I just told him.
That's what you said.
Yeah, Rivian, they make trucks and they make a big SUV. The SUV is ugly, but the trucks are cool.
This was just a car, electric vehicle car, and it was a brand that I'd never heard of before. No, it was something.
Canoe.
No.
Interesting.
I mean, it was.
Look at you, Mr. Tech Man. I like this.
No. This was just being played on the propaganda.
Is it Lucid?
Lucid
are like high-end electric cars. Like Lucid is like a Bentley of electric cars, where the fit and the finish, unlike Tesla, like the fit and the finish of a Lucid is like ridiculous.
No, this looked like a regular sedan, and it looked like
entry level, not a luxury.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like a competitor to the Tesla, honestly. And then it made sense to me. I was like, oh, someone's trying to start a new brand. It's probably owned by Chevrolet or some other, there's just even though that Chevrolet's got their electric vehicles, but it probably has some other parent company. But
the Audi e-tron?
No. This
e-trons have been around for a minute.
This was a separate brand that was just advertising.
You sure it was real?
It was on like Sunday Night Football commercials, and then it was a car commercial for a brand I've never heard of, which you rarely see nowadays. Like
like an upstart car brand. I mean, name the last one.
I think it's Canoe, Canoo.
It could be Canoe.
Now those Canoe, I thought those were vehicles that were being used by a lot of government companies, like. I thought Canoe was doing some of the contracts that
I think
cities,
it is doing some of the buses.
Yeah, for Orlando or maybe San Francisco. Canoe is, I've heard of it, but I thought that was more of a autonomous company and less of an automobile manufacturer, if that makes sense. I've done about 6 months of not driving my car, having it drive me, and it's the way to go.
Yeah.
What about Indy, INDI?
Maybe it is.
Indy EV is a brand new electric automaker based in Southern California, and looks something like a cross between a Tesla and a BMW i3.
That's it. It's Indy, and there's
INDI.
Does the logo kind of look like compassy? Is it
I don't
like?
See the logo. Hold on.
Maybe that's why I was thinking compass. You would think a lot more of these would pop up, but I guess you need the infrastructure to build cars, which
I have all of them reach out to me because I own an EV, right? So like I get a lot of emails from like I think there's one called Alpha Industries, and it's called the Wolf, and it's like a truck. I get a lot of like upstart ones where they want you to like kind of see their presentation and possibly invest, so like they're looking for a lot of. Is this the car right here? Is that it?
No, that's it. Yep.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
okay.
That's a cool looking car, man.
It kind of looks like a Tesla or whatever. But I'm sure a lot more of these will.
The only thing I really and truly dislike about EVs is that all of the wheels are like full wheels for the aerodynamics of it. Yeah. Like they're. Like your hubcaps will be like completely closed. There's no openings in it because they want you to, they're trying to save you on mileage, or range.
Yeah.
And I hate it. Like I'd rather have less range and have nice looking rims on my car. I feel like.
Have you seen the like rally car, the electric rally cars
No.
and stuff? Like it's all. I mean, it seems pretty quick. Like because the
ridiculously quick.
Well, the electric motor is just so efficient and is so fast that they're realizing like, man, they're faster than a lot of these other. You start putting it into I've seen they made electric side by side and like dune buggy and stuff, and it's just insane how fast they are, and it's weird being that they're so quiet.
Okay, you tell me, like, you go out to Croom. You are going out to Croom this month.
Yeah.
Are there actively, and where are we at in the, like, 4 riders that ride out there? Are there anybody that go out there with a electric 4-wheeler and tear it up?
Not 4-wheeler. A lot of dirt bikes.
Okay.
And a lot of Surons.
Why not a electric 4-wheeler? Too heavy?
They're not manufacturing them that often enough. Like, I know the Tesla made that one weirdo
It was
one.
kind of like a goof for kids or something, right?
Yeah, it was for kids.
Yeah.
I think they may have made a few adult versions or whatever, but it's just not something any manufacturer is doing. But there's a lot of electric dirt bikes out, and the Surons and the smaller. And
I
then
wonder
like,
what that's
I saw a
like.
bunch there like a month ago.
I would imagine riding in the woods if you were alone on a Suron, like quiet, would be kind of a nice experience.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, as far as
Just you and nature, you're hearing nothing but just the, like you going up and down, you know, like
your tire against
Yeah.
the sand is the only thing you hear. Yeah.
You know, I've never put the windows down in my car, and I did over the weekend. I do it so crazy, but like with rain and everything, you know, you don't think about it. You know, it's not a convertible. I put the windows down. I was driving, and I was like, "This is crazy." It just sounds weird. All you hear is rubber.
Have you seen the electric planes that certain manufacturers have been touting? So they're
For like single pilot. We're not talking about commercial, are we?
I saw a commercial in the airport, or it may have been United or something. They were talking about these electric planes. They have to be propeller because obviously you can't have a jet turbine.
Sure.
But they're electric propeller planes, and they're at least have what they look like, and they're like promoting them. So I don't know what they're being manufactured for. If they're just going to be like some sort of, because an insane amount of planes carry so much, stuff shipping wise that, maybe they just be used for like a shipping fleet and save on the fuel cost. I'm not sure, but I thought that weight wise, they would be too inefficient, but apparently they figured it out because they're marketing them already.
They'll start integrating batteries into everything. Like they already started doing it with bicycles and skateboards. Like if you look at bicycles and skateboards, you're going to see exactly what they're going to do with airplanes. The guys that were engineering years ago the batteries for these skateboards into the deck to strengthen the deck. I was like, it's brilliant.
Yeah, they're in the bike frame or whatever it is.
You don't even see it.
So
it used to be big and chunky, but it's not anymore. I saw a Specialized electric bike like yesterday. I think you and I saw it. And the tube on it looks just like my bike, and I don't have any batteries on mine. And this guy had a full, he had a full throttle, could probably do 30 miles an hour on the thing if he wanted to. It's crazy.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more corporate time.
Natural ending. All right. Where's that go?
Tuesday 2.
All right. Yeah, those Lucid cars are expensive as hell. But I just got to see one up at Ale House one time, and it's beautiful. Polestar. Somebody mentioned Polestar.
That sounds more. I think it is Polestar.
Yeah, it's a Compass. There's the Compass. Line.
Okay, yeah,
it's a Polestar.
That's
they've been around almost as long as Tesla. They were. I think Polestar was the second one I ever.
That's what it was.
Encompassed.
Okay.
Need 17 for 3.
17.
We'll just do voicemail.
Get that before we go to it. Sorry if I embarrassed you today, buddy.
No, I'm just fucking around.
I know you are, but like
you're embarrassing me.
I don't like embarrassing you. All right.
I'm just fucking it.
Would you
Fucking it.
Hey, I'm just spreading it wide open. Would you like to start?
Yeah.
I'll bring us back. 3, 2,
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. It's Polestar.
Polestar.
Polestar was the brand of
I do like
electric
that
car.
name. I like that name, Polestar.
And
The Tesla, I don't like. I love my Tesla. Don't get me wrong. I love driving it. It's super fun. But I do not like that Elon Musk is attached to it. Not because I even care about the guy, but just so many other people hate the guy so much that everybody always asks me about it. I'm like, don't even ask me about it. I don't even care.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
has nothing to do with my car.
Yeah. That's
I like having it drive me around. Me and Dansby, we get in it and we just have it drive us in circles all around Orlando.
So it's funny because if I said Polestar to anybody else, no one would know what that was.
I would, yeah.
You have Daniel, I guess, because you have a Tesla. But I mean, have you ever heard of
No.
Polestar, Sam?
Well, I mean, I guess
never
if you're
heard
in
of
the
it.
EV world, people talk about that. The one that I really like right now, though, is this Alpha Wolf truck. It's like it looks like a terrorist truck. It looks like an old tiny Toyota, like with the the smiling KC lights on the top. I mean, that's what it looks like, but it's all electric and it's just a 2-seater. It's just a little pickup truck that rips.
Okay.
It looks so fun.
Yeah.
It's all black. Yeah, there's like one screen, like the dash and a tiny screen, and then it's just a truck, electric truck that hauls ass. I'm like, oh man, that thing looks so cool.
I wonder, like, when, because like, how long will your Tesla last without before it starts breaking down? In
I
some
don't
way
know.
or other? Like, that's what's
It's a
interesting.
good question.
I mean,
I've had it about a year and some change.
Yeah, most likely you'll be moving on to a new, a newer version or something before you'd even see when it finally breaks down. But it's
Right.
like, how many miles, hundreds of thousands? Because I feel like the average car is good for 120,000 miles before you start, like, maybe encountering certain problems.
Like, I don't even have any rattles yet, and a lot of people complain about rattles, and we drive this car a lot because I use it for all my errands.
Yeah, but it's not that much.
It
so,
isn't.
like, miles wise, like, how many miles you got on it now?
Maybe 15,000.
Yeah, it's a small
It's not
amount.
tons, no.
But so that is like, when do the batteries start really giving you problems, and how many years do you get out of them and stuff? Like,
I take care of it though. I always keep
Yeah.
it on the charger. I do what I'm told to do with it, that sort of thing.
yeah.
It will be interesting to see. I will say there are a couple of guys in the forums that have had those cars for an upwards of like a Model S for like 15 years, and they're still very happy, or at least they say that.
Yeah.
Now, you can't believe everything on the internet because, of course, people are not going to be very likely to share how miserable they are with a car that they bought that they thought was a horrible. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it's also
how much truth are you going to put on the internet?
too small of a sample set too, because if you take care of any car diligently,
Right.
then it'll last you. I mean, you can
Could
get
be any car. Could be a Gremlin. Could be a Yugo. It doesn't matter.
you can get 400,000 miles out of your car. I feel like a standard Honda Civic, if you were up on every single maintenance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Especially a Honda.
didn't rag
It'll
it out
last forever.
Yeah, like you didn't rag it out. You kept it in a garage.
Dude,
I think
my mom had a white Honda Civic. I think it was like an '83. You know, the bubble that
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
like Herbie. Oh my, well, the Herbie was a bug, but
Yeah.
it was the same sort of shape. You know, it was like that rounded shape, tiny little hatchback. If I could have that thing right now, I would. Oh my God, I'd cut my leg off for it, man. That thing was cherry. Had that black vinyl interior that was pressed to make it look like the little ropes. You know what I'm talking about? Where they press the vinyl to make it look like little ropes. Anyway, voicemail messages. If you'd like to leave us one, give us a call. 1-866
1-844
844.
866-6326.
Why did we? It was last week when we got into the 844-866 thing. We started messing it all up.
Yeah.
It's 1-866.
Nope. 1-844 is before 6.
4's before 6.
Yeah.
Hoes, bros before hoes.
You
That's
can
right.
find it on the internet. Just say, give us a call.
If you go to the app,
1-844
you can hit the mediocre messages.
Tom and Dan. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Screwed it all up.
Hey guys, I'm with Tom on this one. I'll tip when I go to a restaurant 20%. When there's a service being, provided, other than the service that is expected.
He's talking about the Budtenders or the marijuana, guys at the, the dispensaries. And you and I were disagreeing because I was saying I always tip them, and you were saying you never tip them, and this guy agrees with you.
going to pick up food. When I come to pick it up, why am I tipping you? literally what you're getting paid for. You're not providing me service. You're not.
I don't tip
No,
when I
the
pick up food.
you have to. That you have to do. You tip the budtenders. You don't tip for food.
What? When I go to Donato's Pizza and I'm picking up a pizza,
you have to
Well,
tip.
pizza, I don't know.
wait, I'm walking in and the guy hands me the box and I tip.
Yeah, you got to tip.
You just blew your entire budtender argument because the pizza guy's not doing anything. Dude.
Yeah, but the rest.
then I should have had it delivered because the tip's going to be the same. It's going to cost me the same amount. No.
Pizza, no. But if you're going to
Horribly
like pick
wrong.
up a to-go from a restaurant where they have to put all the food together and the napkins, and then you tip.
Yeah. No,
but if
that,
it's a pizza, I don't tip on a
Pizza.
pick up a pizza. Are you crazy?
But I couldn't tell you the last time I picked up a pizza either. So
here's why you have to tip, because the industry screwed itself, and those people rely off of tips.
But you said yesterday that we got to scream at the companies to pay their employees,
Yeah.
and we shouldn't have to tip them.
But that doesn't
But-
apply to pizza, Sam.
Yeah, well, because they.
well, now we're getting too confusing.
Well, I'll
picks and
explain.
chooses where
no,
his
no, I'm
rules
not.
go.
No, because
It's logic.
The marijuana dispensary industry, it's still young, so we could change it. The restaurant industry in the United States has been living off tips for too long, and there's no changing it.
That's why I used a
Like,
mom
so-
and pop. I used a mom and pop because a mom and pop can do whatever he wants. He can change it. He doesn't have rules from
Yep.
big companies to do it.
No.
He can pay everybody that works for him enough of a wage to not have to not
No,
tip
he can't.
when I'm picking up a cheese pizza.
He
And I'm
can't-
not going to do that ever.
He can't do it because the all of society. He couldn't be competitive with other pizza chains because they all
pizza chains.
The
He
pizza
said it
chains.
like my dad. He said it like my dad.
They all rely on tips.
I knew
So,
he was closer to my dad than not.
I talk like my buddy Fernando.
But it's about work, right? If the budtender has to get 3 marijuana packages, print out 3 stickers, put the stickers, open each box, take the marijuana out, put the sticker on it, put it back in the box. It's about work. The pizza guy, all he has to do is what he would normally do for delivery: take the pizza out, put it in the box, and put it on the counter, and I go get it.
Well, that's the guy up front. All the people making the pizza in the back, they rely on tips because the industry has
I do
screwed
wish
them.
we could get away from
No.
a tipping system
We
because
can't.
it's too damn confusing.
It's too ingrained. It's like guns. They're no, like, we're America. We tip and
Can we
got
change
guns.
it? Come on.
No change.
Please.
Change. Who wants that?
Obama. Or was
he
that
did.
Hope?
He did want it.
He wanted hope.
No, I think he had
I think it
change
was both,
first.
right?
I think he did change
well,
first.
hope first, then change. But
No,
Change it back to hope.
I think it was change first and then hope, right?
No, I thought it was the whole thing was
I
the
can't remember.
the colors that
long
it said
ago.
No,
hope.
it's yes we can. Who did yes we can?
That was Obama.
Who did
I
we can
think
do it?
Change had nothing to do with it.
Wait, who did we can do it?
Changes.
Or is it
Change.
you can do it?
Oh, that's Tupac. Change.
You have to tip with anything food because society
Not pizza.
lives off of it,
Not pizza.
and pizza too.
Well, you
no.
tip at the bar for drinks. Why not tip at the dispensary for weed?
It's the same thing. He's
dispensary we could change with
it's already done, and the budtenders work hard, and they deserve more money for the stickers that they do than the guy that just does the pizza, because the pizza guy's doing the same thing he would have done if it were delivered. Same thing. He's not changing. He puts the pizza in the box, closes it, and sets it on the counter. He's not doing any extra work. He's not having to put stickers on every pepperoni I have.
But they all split the tips in the whole food industry.
No, I think the delivery drivers split the tips. I don't think that the chefs in the back, I don't think Johnny Pizza does. He gets a different rate.
No, well,
Yeah.
all the tips are split with everybody.
With the drivers.
Well, no, also the
oh, I
cooks
thought
in
the
the back.
drivers got to keep their
No,
own
I think it's
tips.
drivers only. I don't think you split your tips with the guy back there slinging pizzas.
See, delivery, I'm not sure, but like any.
But
tips,
you're acting like you do. You're acting like you're sure.
Well, no, any tips like in a restaurant. I know this because I've talked about it before with Fernando, who's the GM of a restaurant. They
Well, he
all
would know.
split now. Now that's
Well, that's
obviously
just because
pizza
everybody's
delivery.
soft now. I wouldn't split anything.
Yeah, but they compile all their tips and split them. I'm just saying that anybody who works in the restaurant industry, like, they live off tips because of America and how we've been trained to operate our food industry. It's all on the tips.
I get you. I just disagree with what you're saying. I just think you're horribly wrong.
Well, the dispensary
You're not
industry,
going to change my mind. You're not. You can keep talking in a circle, but no, pizza, you don't tip. At a restaurant, if I go up here to Firebirds and I get myself a baked potato and a steak, yeah, I'm going to tip that person because they're serving me. But if you just make me a pizza, if I get it delivered, I will tip you for delivering it. I will not tip you for me picking it up.
What about pickup orders at restaurants?
I don't tip
What
for
about
that.
like
You have
Chipotle,
to.
where,
No,
they
you
make, where they
don't.
make your food in front of you? Like
I don't
Chipotle.
tip Chipotle.
They
Do you
got they got
Chipotle-
tip jars.
Tom says you're supposed to tip everybody with food because that's the
what I'm
American
asking.
way. It needs to be
Subway,
efficient.
Chipotle.
No, you don't. I'm telling you, I don't tip for food. I tip if you deliver food to me. You're getting a delivery tip. You're not getting a tip for making the food. If that were the case, as soon as I walked into any restaurant, I'd give $5 up front and just be like, here's your tip. Let's get this going.
Listen, I see your logic in your argument, and it's logical, but the problem is all these people live off the tips.
That's not my fault.
You know, it's America's fault. That you have to follow the rules of America, which is tip anybody with food.
We can disagree on this and see.
At least $1.
We'll make this sit stand. We'll make this the new sit stand and see where people land.
I'm not tipping 20% when I pick up a pizza, but I'm tipping $1 or $2. And
Now,
with
do I
any
break
pickup
this?
order.
Do I break this? Sure. If I go to a bar and you give me a beer, as much as I hate to do it, I will give you $1 for that beer.
Well,
I will do that.
Well, what about the people that made the pizza and then put it in a box and all that? They cut it.
I'm sorry. This is America.
I mean, their job is to make pizza.
Yeah.
But the
I
industry.
tip the delivery driver, not the chef.
Yeah, the industry is living off tips, and so that's why we're screwing.
Well, we got to change the industry.
Yeah.
You can't change it. We could change the damn dispensary industry. Get rid of tips. They're not making the gummies. They're just putting stickers on it.
How come we can change it for the dispensary and not for the restaurant?
He's saying because restaurants have been going too well. It's a legacy. It's an
too-
old world
yes,
thing.
that's obvious.
But we've changed it from having human beings take our
robots.
order to robots,
Yeah.
so we can change.
We haven't changed it
Anything's
yet.
possible.
We haven't brought in
But
the robots.
We can slowly change it. Are we going to be tipping the robots?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you could kick
So
them
once
down.
we're full robots, we can stop tipping.
Couple
Yes.
squirts of oil. No, you got to carry oil. You
No.
give them a couple
Because at
squirts.
Chili's, they already have the robots bringing your food
I
out,
don't
so you
like
don't tip
that.
there anymore,
No,
right?
yeah. If robots are involved, no tips.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
we got to the bottom of
waiting
it.
for it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you the truth.
Let's try this one right here.
What's up, T&D? Shart and Randy. Listening to the BDM show and Tom's talking about the power going out in Walmart. When I was a young tubby boy,
Tubby.
we went to McDonald's on Good Friday, and the power went out, and the staff at McDonald's just started giving away everything. 'Cause they couldn't keep it warm. They couldn't charge for it. But since it was Good Friday and we were pretending to be good Catholics, I was only allowed to go get free Filet-o-Fish. Is there any worse combination of just ultimate giveaway free food that just sucks? Let me know your thoughts.
I like
Bye.
Filet-o-Fish. I'm not going to eat it now. I haven't had one in 20 years, but I remember the last Filet-o-Fish I had was it was fine.
Yeah, it's salt and fat.
Yeah.
We don't
How do you
like
not like
grease.
it? It's a salty, greasy, cheesy sandwich
yeah.
with fish, some cod in there, whiting.
Yeah.
Whiting.
The fish doesn't even
Yeah,
matter.
it's not even. What is it?
It's the grease and the salt and
Yeah,
the fat.
he's right.
Like, and so it's impossible to say it's not good because that's what our
Man.
human
My
bodies.
dad always used to call them whalers,
Well, that was Burger King's answer.
but he didn't matter. He would call McDonald's whalers.
Wow, you just made me want to hug your dad. Holy
No, you don't.
crap. My dad loved a whaler.
Screaming into the box, drunk. Give me a whaler.
My dad loved a whaler. Is that
They
a
were-
Florida guy thing?
They were called whalers.
Whalers.
That's Burger King's
Their
Filet-o-Fish.
fish sandwich,
There's
yeah.
Filet-o-Fish is McDonald's, and Burger King's was the whaler.
Yeah.
Home of the whaler. That needs to be a shirt. We need to have a shirt that says, instead of Home of the Whopper, Home of the Whaler.
Yeah.
Didn't the
Whaler and Whopper are very good, man. Like, it's good alliteration. It hurts my heart that Burger King's filing for bankruptcy, and they just went back to their old signs.
Well, didn't
God,
the-
I love Burger King.
when they-
haven't been there in 10 years.
I'd love to be in the marketing meeting when they came up with calling their fish sandwich the whaler because
People didn't care about whaler.
Well, it also, but think about it.
They
Well,
didn't, dude. I'm being
Well,
serious.
well,
It was
well, no,
around the
think
70s.
about it. The Whopper, right, sounds like a big burger, right?
Yeah.
The whaler sounds like
Yeah.
a big fish sandwich.
It's great alliteration.
Yeah.
Whopper, whaler. It's
makes
better.
sense.
It's better than Big Mac and Filet-o-Fish, but it just didn't work out. It's like Betamax and VHS.
But I would think I would say, or aren't the people eating these things gonna think it's made of whale? like,
I never thought of that.
like really? If we call it,
You overthink a fish sandwich. I never
Yeah,
thought
I
of
would-
that.
if you call it the whaler, wouldn't people?
I would just think big fish
Yeah,
sandwich.
big fish
No,
sandwich.
you wouldn't think that there was any whale in it. Like,
Stole it right out of my mouth. I'm like,
oh,
whaler,
you-
big fish sandwich.
You guys don't think like dumb people. That's how
I don't
I
think you think like a dumb person. I think
Yes,
you
I
think
do.
like I think.
Oh, yes, I do.
I for sure do. because I find myself thinking.
I don't think you do though. I
like
think you
a lot of-
overanalyze it.
No. I think like
You're
dumb
like
people think.
whaler, Japanese whaler. Like it's like no, it just meant big fish sandwich. It didn't mean Japanese whaler. It didn't mean Hayden Penitentiary out there on a surfboard. It didn't mean blood in the water. It didn't mean cutting off the fins. Like you're going too far. It's just a big fish sandwich, whaler, big.
Yeah.
If I was a dumb person, which I am, I'd be like, why do they call it a whaler? Like, is there a...
And then in 1978, the sandwich was reformulated with a long bun and was renamed the longfish sandwich.
The longfish sandwich.
So instead of a whaler, it's a longfish.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's all about size.
So I was
well,
right
the
about
long
this.
fish or the big fish, I accept, but you call it the whaler. You're like, is this whale blood?
If you-
is this whale
If you
season?
order a big fish,
So you're as dumb as Jessica Simpson when she asked about chicken of the sea.
Yeah, there it is.
All right.
he's as hot as Jessica Simpson. too.
When she
I like
asked
his
that
jean
question,
shorts.
I said, well, is it? Just like the rest of America.
Also, Johnny Knoxville banged you, didn't he?
What? Oh, he banged Jessica Simpson?
Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard, right? Didn't they do that together?
That's
Was
sort of
that-
the, that's sort
Did
of
they
the,
do that together?
That's sort of the rumor, right? It wasn't
They hooked
Stifler.
up.
It wasn't Stifler that got her.
I thought Johnny Knoxville has been married for like a real long time, like longer than people
I
thought.
don't know. After that Jamie Lee Curtis meme, I can't look at him anymore. After I saw that, I was like, I can't look at you anymore.
He did turn
Like
into
somebody
Jamie
told
Lee
me,
Curtis.
somebody told me that Howard Stern now looks like Barbara Streisand vampire or something. And I was like, I can't look at you anymore. You're done. I can't
He
look
had
at
a year in between two of his wives, so maybe that's when he banged her.
Wow.
Let's try another one. Let's try. Did we do?
What's
yeah,
up, T&D? Shart and Randy.
Sorry, that's Randy. We did Randy. Let's do this one about Waffle House. We played the marking system that Waffle House uses for, well, I guess certain stores use for marking plates, and it's absolutely bananas. You can find it on Reddit or on YouTube. Here is a follow-up email
Hey,
or voicemail.
Dan, Sam, and Pink Pig Ankles. I hope you like the ambient sound of my air conditioner, which does nothing.
Oh, man.
So I moved to Punta Gorda a few years ago, right at the start of the pandemic. And out here, we don't have a whole lot of options on dining out. And my wife and I have become regulars at the Waffle House every Friday morning because she insists I need something called underbooze before I watch your show on Fridays because maybe I get overserved. 2 questions. Do you pronounce it Punta Gorda or Punta Gorda? Question 2. Would you...
Let's stop there.
Punta.
Punta.
Yeah, it's Punta.
It's
when
not
he said
Punta.
Punta, I was like, what the
I
hell?
literally in my head was like, I have been saying it wrong my whole life because I don't know. I've never lived there, but I always thought it was Punta.
Yeah.
But you know
I've
what it sounds
only
like.
heard Punta.
When you say it, you're like, Punta.
Yeah.
You know, I never
Punta
really know.
Gorda.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Yeah, Punta.
Yeah,
Punta,
and
Punta.
I know what Gordo means.
Yeah, big
Big
Punta.
Punta whaler.
A big whaler Punta. Thick. Yeah.
like me to ask my friends at the Waffle House about the crazy plate marking food system because I have a bunch of nice ladies who work there and a bunch of great guys behind the line, and I've never seen any of that mumbo jumbo. So yeah, I could probably get you a weird job Wednesday.
Yeah, please.
Or you could call me about my weird hobby about eating at Waffle House every Friday before your show because I'm a fat fuck.
Whoa!
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Hey, my God.
Yeah, like the bye-bye at the
Yeah,
end.
oh, he got me at the end.
Yeah. You won't.
That was real.
that will
That's
cause
called self-hate.
So yeah, the person I talked to used to be a manager at Waffle House. Wasn't familiar. They're like, what? I've never even heard of that.
Well,
But-
they don't have to train for that, so they don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think
There were 2 people in our chat yesterday that said that they work there, and it's
Yeah,
true.
but the person he's talking about, like, I'm pretty sure she had to know every job. I'm
Yeah,
almost
as a
positive.
manager,
I'm
you
almost
have to know
positive.
that,
I've
right?
talked to her about this before, and she knew how to do everything on the line because she was at the top tier. But I'm wondering if some places can choose to do it, or some places can like, nah, we'll pass. We'll just do it our own way.
yeah, or if it's like some sort
Are
of
they franchises?
yeah,
I don't think they are they?
I didn't think so.
I don't
but-
think they
Well,
are. I
maybe
think
not.
they're owned by. I think they're owned by corporate. I don't know. Anyway, we got to take a break.
All right.
Is this out of here? Are we done?
No, we'll be right back.
Thank you. we got one more?
No, that's it.
That's it? All right.
Do you need a intro?
Yes.
Yes.
What do we do tonight?
Rachel from the History Center. We talked about body hair, tipping, the Whaler, and the B-Hole Boyz. Or B-Boys, whatever they want to be called.
Body hair and B-Boys. And then that's the only one we're doing, right? Yeah. I don't know why I'm so used to like we're gonna do more. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more. Anybody brine a turkey in the chat room before? I have heard at least 16 hours, no longer than 48. But I don't know. I think the last one I did, I only brined it for about 12 hours. All right, Mr. Van.
I got some.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2.
Hey, after the show today, I got to get up in my attic and sweep off some hurricane straps so I can get the GD credit.
And you need me
for
in
my
there because
insurance.
I'm little, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need Tunnel Rat Danny up there. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
like I'm in Vietnam again.
It's not my fault.
That was my favorite G.I. Joe, Tunnel Rat. He was a little G.I. Joe, and he would go into the tunnels and...
You see, I've seen some TikTok videos of like they explaining how these guys would go into like.
Dude, do you know what the real Tunnel Rat would do? He'd go down in the tunnels and he'd strap nothing but explosives to his body because he's going through tiny holes, and he'd go through all the holes, and then when he'd get to the village, he'd deploy the the explosives and then light the fuse and then get back in the tunnel and try to escape before the whole place blew up.
Yeah, it's crazy shit.
Bye, guys.